everybody, it's Pixelation, and today I just want to say thank you. Reason, because if you haven't been paying attention, which, why wouldn't you? I mean, look at this handsome mug, you know, this spot-shaven mug. I am now over 100 subscribers. Over this past weekend, I surpassed 100 subscribers. I'm sitting at 105 now. Which was my goal for the month, was 100, and so that means that you have helped me achieve my monthly goal, and I cannot thank you enough. You are all amazing, and to give you an idea of the history of this channel, if you haven't been watching lately, back in 2013 was when I founded Pixelation Entertainment, and that was when, you know, the channel was created. It was originally created for the website. It was, you know, all of us who were on the website staff, we occasionally contributed to the videos, and then back in July of last year, I, you know, decided to close up shop where that's concerned, because it just wasn't working out. And then, you know, in this past January was when I tried to do a reboot of the site. And quickly I realized that, you know, the time for the site had basically come and gone, and it was time to move on. But the name Pixelation, it was synonymous with me, you know. So what I decided to do after that was I decided to go solo, you know, and that's when I started making new episodes of James Plays Games, Anime Ambush, and that was in March, I believe. And ever since, it was probably the best decision that I've ever made on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a long time, and it was probably the best decision that I've made. And because I'm able to be I'm more free of what content I make, I am able to really do whatever I want, and that's really just that freedom is nice. So that said, today, to celebrate me getting over 100 subscribers, I'm going to be answering a few questions that I opened up the Q&A on various Facebook groups for YouTubers, and you know, in the YouTube Kingdom, which is a new thing I just created last week to help combat the scourge of sub for subs. So if you want to join that and you're a YouTuber, YouTubers only, please. It's a community of YouTubers only. If you're a YouTuber and you want to join it, you'll find a link in the description below. But other than that, I asked, I said, hey, for my 100 subscriber video, I want to do a Q&A, and I didn't get many responses, but I got a few, and I feel like I'm gonna treat those few as if they were 100, because to me they are. The fact that I got any at all is a godsend. So that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this, shall we? First question comes from Steinman Atkin, who says, good luck with Q&A. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What was your first console and first game? First, okay, so this is actually pretty interesting. I go back to this a lot. My first console that I remember, this was my first console, was a Super Nintendo, SNES. My family owned one, and, you know, it was back, I was like maybe 5. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I loved the thing. It was amazing. We had The Lion King, which was my first game, I think. That's what I'm saying is my first game. I don't remember that far back, but I'm pretty sure it was The Lion King on SNES, and that game was hard. But then again, I was also like 5, and honestly, I think all games are hard when you're 5 years old. I don't know. That said, so yeah, but I always make a reference to this, that you know, our generation has lived through so much advancements in technology that, like, when you look at the PS4 and then you say, my first console was a 16-bit or whatever, how many bits that SNES is. Yeah, we've seen a lot of shit. So yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure The Lion King was my first game. Now, I will say, the first console that I got that kind of, like, propelled me into gaming as a hobby and as a passion was a PS1. My mom decided to rent from, like, Hollywood Video. Like, God, Hollywood Video or Blockbuster or something. One of those box stores that you can go rent movies and games at, and they had the ability to rent consoles. So I decided, my mom decided she was gonna rent me a PS1, and with Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, yeah, and the rest is history. So, yeah. Okay, and also my own channel, AF Gaming. Go ahead and check out AF Gaming. I don't know, I haven't checked it out yet. But if you want to check it out and you want another gaming channel to watch, go watch AF Gaming. I mean, he bothered to include it in the question, so there you go. Alright, next question. Next question comes from Tara St. Michael. Tara's awesome. You'll have a link to her channel as well, because she's amazing. You need to check her out. Here's one. How do you keep yourself driven to keep creating content even when it gets really hard on you, and where do you find that motivation? Oh, this is a good question. Okay, so I'll split it into two halves. First half is how do you keep yourself driven to keep creating content even when it gets really hard on you. This is hard for me because I'm in that phase between making content for other people and making content for myself. And I used to be like, I just want to make what everyone wants to see, but I found that made me unhappy. That made me kind of depressed. I didn't like the idea, it just, like, it felt like I was kind of in a rut, like, all the time, And then with the encouragement of some friends, I kind of was able to start shifting myself out of that mentality and start trying to work for myself. That it was along that path that I realized that I just really, really enjoy the feeling, the euphoria of creating videos, being done with them, and uploading them to YouTube. Like, just the idea of having something that you're proud of that's done, especially since I have a hard time finishing things, my novels, and, yeah. So I have a hard time finishing things. Either I rush things, or I stall them and romanticize the idea, and eventually it never gets done. But yeah, that's one thing that I've discovered that it keeps me focused and driven, is that feeling of completing something. I can't rush things, but I can't. I can also like make sure that it is, I gotta take enough time on it that it's gonna be quality. I'm gonna be proud of it, and I'm gonna be proud to show it to everyone, because they say that when you put stuff on the internet, it doesn't ever leave the internet. I think that's only half right, but that's another video. And where do you find that motivation? I think it's the same thing, really. I think that it's like, part of me says that I really want to be YouTube famous, but I think everybody probably deep down kind of wants to be YouTube famous. So that's not really a unique thing. I'm just really motivated by the idea of people finding and enjoying what I have to offer. And that's not saying that I make it for them or make it so that they will like it. I make it, and then I hope that they like it. It's one of those things where it's like just your list of priorities. Do you make content so they will like it, or do you make content and then hope? Yeah, I hope they like it. I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope I answered your question. If not, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Anyway, next comment, next question. What was your very first YouTube upload, and what made you try it? Oh God, this was back. This was really okay. So really, my first YouTube channel is still online to this day, and most of it's been deleted. I went back and catered and curated what was still on that channel. I haven't decided if I'm going to tell you what channel it is yet. If I decide to include that in the description, you will see it there. I don't know if I'm really ready for everyone to know that was me. I mean, but anyway, so that said, yeah. So my first upload, God, was probably okay. So I used to do this. It was back when I was, in early high school, and I decided to work on and create an abridged series. It was inspired in part by, or pretty much entirely by, Adam West's Lapdog, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time abridged, and I found that to be just so funny, and so I decided, hey, I'm gonna try it myself, and I did my own Ocarina of Time abridged, and it was just legitimately, it was just me in front of a microphone, in front of a $20 Walmart microphone, narrating over the events, like improving the characters of Ocarina of Time. And I remember I recorded the footage using Hypercam. I think it was Hypercam 2. I remember I had the unregistered watermark in the corner, and I recorded the gameplay with Project 64. It was emulated, and I included a cheat in the emulator that let Link like hover, like you press the button and he just flew up, and I made that a plot device in the Bridge series, and it was so stupid. Like I don't even want to remember. It's so funny to looking back and seeing, just like, I acknowledge that was awful, but I don't have it in me to delete them, I guess. Maybe it's like a testament to how far I've come or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was my very first YouTube upload. I have come a long way since then, and that's not me tooting my own horn. That's just stating pure objective fact. What made you try it? Well, I wanted to be a part of it, you know? I liked, like I said, I liked Adam West Lapdog. I don't even know if he's even still doing anything, but I haven't checked him out in years, but you know, I liked what he was doing, and I wanted to be a part of it, and so I decided, hey, I'm gonna try myself. I'm gonna do that. I can do that. And then one thing led to another, and eventually I was doing song covers, and I remember when I thought it was such a cool thing that I was able to layer my vocals. That was back in like 2010. Oh, jeez. I also remember whenever I was using the lyrics to opening. I was covering anime openings using the lyrics that were available in the subs. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for your question, Michael Boguslavsky. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you for your comment, though. Thank you for your question. Okay, now we got one more question, and that comes from Laura Edelon Booth. What was your biggest motivation for starting YouTube? It's kind of covered in the last question, but I'll rephrase it. Really, I wanted to be a part of it. You know, I liked the way that people made these things and were just putting them out for people to see, and I just really wanted to make it myself, you know, and I didn't realize at the time, but YouTube became such a huge phenomenon, and, you know, I used YouTube from the very beginning just primarily for communication with friends, and, you know, and, like, playlists and stuff, you know, I didn't actually create anything for a while. And then when I did, it was just a bunch of pointless fluff. But that said, I still appreciate, like, the way that everything has come so far. So, that said, thank you for your question, Laura. I appreciate it. I hope I answered it. Anyway, I'm running out of time on my camera, because my camera can only record in increments of, like, 16 minutes at a time. So, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video, and thank you again, everybody who gave me questions. Thank you, everybody who subscribed to me. You are all amazing. I wish you all the best in life, and I hope that you will continue to support me as I move forward. I'm actually, you know, my goal, if you're not on my Facebook, my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by next May. I feel like if this May was so successful, imagine what next May will be like. So, that said, if you have not subscribed to me and you would like to, I would love to have your support. You can hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to support me even further, you can be my first patron. I haven't gotten any patrons yet, but I don't have any reason to think that I would have patrons yet. But if you want to be my first patron, you can go to my Patreon. You'll have a link either on screen or in the description. And then, yeah, until next time, you will probably see more videos in the near future. I have some plans, but I haven't had any time to actually get any of them put together yet, so we'll see. So just keep your eyes on that subscription box. And until next time, this has been Pixelation, and I will see everybody later.